Welcome to day 4 of the 5-day challenge. This is one of my favorite techniques. It's called the auricular technique. And there's 3 things that it does. It helps to decrease neck pain, stress that accumulates in our neck, and we get really super tight neck muscles. Sometimes there's pain and sometimes there's just lack of flexibility. And then another thing, so we can, after we do this technique, it's gonna loosen up our neck muscles and we'll get greater range of motion, and we'll do a little pre-check and then a post-check afterwards. And then it also puts a filter on. If there's an annoying sound like a ticking clock or a barking dog or some kind of a sound, maybe you're laying in bed with your spouse and you hear this breathing and you can't go to sleep because their breathing is kind of loud. Well, what you could do is you can do this technique and it won't remove the noise, but it's like, shoop, it puts a filter on it. So that's really helpful. And then the other thing that it does is it actually perks up the auditory system of the brain. I used to do this with my kids before reading time. I'd get the kids lined up on the couch. I have 4 kids, and we'd get ready for story time, and they were antsy and fidgeting, and I'd say, hey, you guys, let's do the auricular technique. Let's put our thinking caps on, is what I used to call it. And we would unroll our ears, and that would perk up their attention, and they would hear better. So 3 things that the technique does. The way we're gonna do it today is we're gonna first of all check our range of motion. We're gonna turn left and right, up and down, and rate your pain or your stiffness on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 is awful, 1 is no problem at all. So you just turn and check that way, turn the other way. Ooh, I have some stiffness in it. Actually, I heard a little pop in my upper cervical vertebrae. And then you go up and down. And you just think, how did that feel? Okay, so that way, yeah, I feel, I'm gonna give myself probably about a 6 out of 1 to 10. There's something not quite right, okay? So then what we do is we're gonna be just fiddling with our ears. It's ear reflexology. Have you seen that you can get acupuncture? There's all those points in the ear. If you wanted to do further range of motion things, you could stand up and do side bend, and you could roll forward, because it actually will affect your overall body, okay? But today we're mostly focused on, we're gonna just see, does it help with the neck stiffness, okay? So let's go ahead and do it. We start at the top, and you just unroll your ears all the way down, and then kind of give them a pull. Come back up, unroll, do this about 3 times, and a pull, and a pull, and a pull, and a pull. Let's unroll those again. They should be pretty pink by the time we finish this. And I want this to be vigorous, okay? So vigorous, 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 pull, pull, pull. And then go ahead and go inside the ear. All those little canals, crevices, rub those with your fingers. Pull again. And then I'm going to have you turn your head to the right or the left, either way, one direction or the other, and do the same thing. Fiddle with the ear on that side. Okay, so turn and do the technique that way. Okay. And remember to breathe, you guys. That's right. Release some breaths and do the other side the same. Okay. You can reach your arm around like this, or you could just do the arm on the same side also. Either way, whatever is more comfortable for you. I have these long arms, so I could easily reach them around my head. Okay. So that's all. And if you had pain going up, you would do the same thing. I didn't have any pain going up, but you would just fiddle with them while your head is in the direction that caused the pain or stiffness. Okay, and then down. And then it's time to recheck. Okay, here we go. Ooh, much smoother for me that way. Oh, that one too, much better. There's still a little bit of a crick on this left when I go, if I try to go further, I can still feel it a little bit. So I'm gonna say that I went from a 6, 7 down to probably about a 2. Okay, so it's that easy, you guys. I hope you enjoy this technique this week, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for our day 5 of the 5-day challenge. Be healthy, be well, and be balanced.